Hindi pa tapos ang laban, guys. Hindi pa tapos.
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon. Thank you.
MD, huwag ka mamamatay ah. Nice. Kala ko mag-i-stay siya eh. It's good to be back. What is going on, guys? zHaiky here and welcome to Final Fantasy XVI. So yeah, welcome back to the hideaway and kala ko last na talaga yung stage na
There's
yun.
something about
Hindi pa pala. Nga pala na bago tayo magsimula, tinapos na natin yung hunt. Actually. Gusto lang sana i-update sa inyo. Wala pakita. Tinalo na natin, inubos na natin. And feeling ko ito na siguro yung last, I guess. Hindi ko lang alam kung last na yan. Or baka sa final boss pag kinalaban natin si Ultima sa endgame plus magkaroon na ulit ng bago. So, usapin natin si Otto.
Still alive, I see.
At ikwento natin ang
Something
nangyari.
tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Lahat sila
Is
kompleto
this
ah.
everyone?
Uncle. Nandiyan din.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthean records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire
allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
O ano, naisip ko rin, no? Paano pala kami pupunta sa taas? Di pala tayo
Same goes
lumilip.
for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
Fresh air muna tayo. And I'm guessing,
Joshua
siguro
seemed
puro
upset.
side quest muna tayo, no? Speak with Joshua. Sige natin, okay.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, We have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a
But
good
how?
thing I have wings.
Kaya
You can
si
barely
Josh.
stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Oh, ano? Bigla akong naisip na si Dion.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
Oh.
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Ah.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
Ah, ganun pala yun.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
So, once na nakuha pala ni Clive yung icons, totally wala na, no? Which is, pwede mo pa siyang gawing, pwede ka pa mag-transform ng icons, pero
He
hindi
speaks
mo
like
na
a man who
control.
knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Okay. Kaya medyo nagpo-process pa tayo. Kausapin. I-check lang natin nga pala na pwede natin bilhin yung Symphony sa Renown.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
And I'm thinking pwede na tayo. Hindi pa rin pwede. Kulang pa rin. Genji's Club.
Best of luck
Wala
out
bang
there,
side
Sid.
quest dito? Meron tayong bago kay Vivian
Clive. Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive.
Station map, you can view the dates, overview, current, past event. Wala ko naintindihan.
Of course.
Ito wala pa rin talagang ano na. Skill. Yung babae. Final stand. Halos lahat patay na ang dominant, no?
The state of the realm is ever-changing.
Tara, kausapin natin si Jill. Dahil si Jill lang ang sakalam. So which means hindi na talaga makakasama si Jill sa final battle natin. Nakakalungkot pero okay na rin. At least hindi mamamatay si Jill. Nakakatakot na no? Pag kasama siya tapos biglang mamamatay si Jill. Hindi natin kaya yun. My lady.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Diba, lumipas na isang araw.
It's almost time.
Ayun, naglabasan ng mga side quest. OMG. Sinulit nyo naman yung side quest. Ang dami.
Anything.
Ang dami, in a mood. Ayos ah. Nakausapin na lang natin.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Yan. More than words. Masyado yun naman sinulit to. Tara, punta kay Vivian. I-accept natin lahat.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Grabe. Check nga natin yung mapa natin baka. Bale. Tayo sa map nga. Oh, OMG. Meron din kay... Kanino naman to? Dami yan. Dami pala. Stayboard din. Sa Marta ba to? Ay, hindi. Sa brick. Sige, try. Accept natin ito lahat-lahat. Siguro pakikakat muna natin to guys. And magsisimula tayo. Sa next nating cutscene is diretso na tayo sa main quest. Here we go! Yup! Ayan, natapos na natin yung mga side quest hunt. Lahat, all in all, natapos na natin. And diretso na tayo sa ating main event. And bago tayo magsimula, gusto sana yung panoorin yung mga side quest natin. May mga cinematic. Ayokong maiwan nyo yun. Mga sad moment, mga happy moment nandun. Ipapakita ko ngayon sa inyo.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. children, their mums, and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Ah, Milo.
How are you feeling?
Well. Is something wrong?
Wrong?
Go on. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did, aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us. as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then?
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, The realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
So ayan na nga guys, no? Nakita nyo na yung mga scene, mga sad scene, and ang happy scene nila Jill and Clive, and Joshua, Clive, and his father, and their father. And syempre, hindi natin makakalimutan yung mga hunt natin ni Bahamut King. Ayan, Bahamut King. Saka yung nabot tayo pangalan ng isang Bahamut. Dalawang Bahamut na nakalaban natin. Bumalik tayo sa arena na kinalaban natin doon. Iba yung kulay. At iba rin yung ano nila, no? Itsura nila sa pag kinumpare mo sa 2015. Final Fantasy 15. I'm sorry guys. So ayan na nga. Diretso na tayo. Medyo I think makababa itong video natin. Baka makat natin tong video, and I think I might guessing the next part will be the last video. So here we go.
Make sure you do this time. Oh, and while you're at it... Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Para naman makamatay tayo.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this. Well, behave yourself, mate.
We'll see.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
And what does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Taya. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before, so just you do what needs doing. And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will. If that is all?
Not quite. Jill.
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him. And you. You take care of her too, boy.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
I'll be back. I promise. I love you, Jill.
I know. I love you too.
Now, we have a god to kill.
Into the